We are building the chestnuts today. It's pretty standard, obviously. So if you're new to the deck, you go 3 Lucina, 3 Regina, 3 Tania, 1 Fortuna, 2 of the Peacocks, then we go 1 Welcome Home, and 1 Trap. So this is like standard lineup. Lucina's the best 1-card starter because it adds anything, allows you to play through Ash, especially if you start this and already have this or the Power Patron in your hand. And then also if you have like Regina in hand or any of the other ones, because you can just tribute summon to get their effects and go full combo from there. So I always like to start Lucina just because it either baits out the Ash or baits out the Droll, and you essentially just play through the Droll because you probably add the Regina. From here, obviously we're playing 1 and 1. So this is the full Elfnote engine. I think it's pretty standard. A lot of people are playing 3 ofs. I like opening this obviously with one of the names, but opening it by itself does nothing. It literally is just like a normal summon that's a 300 attack body unless you have something else with it. So I'm fine with seeing it, but I don't want to like run 3 of them. So I'm running this at 2. The normal summon that I do want to see a lot of, running this at 2 as well, is Medius the Pure. A lot of people are cutting it to 1, which I don't get. This is by far the best normal summon in the deck. Like in my mind, it's kind of the only normal summon because with Lucina, you can just add Regina and get this into rotation and you don't need to normal summon it. Like you can do the full combo without normal summoning at all if you're just pure Elfnotes. So Medius the Pure at 2. I ran it at 3. It just gets a little bit clunky because I don't like seeing more than one of these in my hand. So like if I see this in hand with one of the names, I'm gonna go off. I like this card at 2. You could even run it at 3, but the rest of the Medius engine with the Power Patron stuff, this spell is by far the best 1-card starter in the deck. It gives you everything. My favorite 1-card starter, especially if you play it uninterrupted, right? Like if you go uninterrupted, Terminus is the best card in the deck. This one of the Ginaldo is a pot of greed essentially with the entire deck. And then this next one, I would like to run this at 2. I'm only running it at 1 right now. This essentially, it special summons Power Patron from the graveyard, plus it gives you follow-up with adding Terminus or Ginaldo to your hand. I would up this to 2 if I could. I just like playing like a clean 40, so that's why I have it at 1. And then for the engine that is really fun right now, the first card, this card's probably the most important card. It's Witness. You're playing a 1 of Witness. This is an auto full chess board, full Elfnote board because it summons this out, goes into Null Gainer, and then you search this, and then it's just full combo from there. So I like playing that at 1. And then with the Angelic Key cards, obviously you're playing the 1 spell. You kind of have to if you want to do the full combo. And then I'm only playing 3 of these trap, and I'm not playing any of this one. I just feel like this card is a hard brick. This is a good hand trap on your opponent's turn, plus adds to the combo when you go into it on your turn. So you get this guy right here, and then you activate this by pitching this, you special summon the enlisted, you do your thing, you get the last one on the board, and then you can synchro off with the level 2 tuner. So that's kind of all of the in-engine stuff with 1 of each. I would like to figure out the space to maybe play 2 of the horse and maybe 2 of the Bastion, or 2 of the, however you say this card's name, but he's the king. But right now I'm just playing 1 of. So like all of the in-engine stuff is just all at 1 ofs, and even the bridge. So the bridge is the 1 of Null Gainer, which this essentially allows you to get your Chaos Angel and your Crystal Wing, including the Ultimaya. This is like all of the in-engine stuff that lets you just do everything. This allows you to get into your Chaos Angel. This allows you to get into your Ultimaya, which gets out the Crystal Wing. The Crystal Wing is one of my favorites. And then Chaos Angel. These are the 10 spots for your in-engine that are kind of non-negotiable. You have your last 5 spots that you can either put more of these in or put like utility in, which that's what I'm gonna put in. But this is essentially all the engine that you need to run this deck. So you have 26 engine cards for your main deck. You have 10 engine cards for your extra deck. And then for non-engine, because Fua and Charmies kill us, I always play this in the main because this is just a card that outs it. And then same with Ash. So I play 4 cards to stop Charmies, right? That's why these 4 cards are here. Stop Charmies. Charmies is our biggest weakness. I absolutely hate Charmies. So I'm going to max out how I can stop the Charmies, and these 4 cards are essentially the only way I can. I did like Cross Out for a little bit, but it felt like I only really utilized Cross Out in the mirror match. So I kind of just took it out. But then for the last non-engine spot, spots. We're gonna go obviously triple Fua. We're gonna go Harmonia, which means we have 2 spots to fill for our extra deck. So I go Golden Cloud because that's just kind of like the standard one. And then me personally, for my second send, I like the Wind Pegasus. I'll send this guy just for some protection. And then the last 4 spots, I'm into making hand traps like 2-ofs. So that's what I'm doing with these last 4 spots. We go double Veiler, double Ogre, and I just like Ogre right now over Bell because the pop, like there's a lot of continuous traps, there's a lot of continuous spells, there's a lot of just things that need to be popped off the field, and I think it has been doing a lot better job for me than Ghost Bell. I have been running Ghost Bell on the side, but I just think Ogre in the main is way better. And then to finish off the extra deck, we're going Dawn Dragster because that card is goated. People hate this card, but Black Rose, I'm a big Black Rose fan. Destroys rogue decks, and like it's a pretty much 100% win percentage against Enneacraft. So like you get this out, they can't negate it. You just go Chainlink 1 this, Chainlink 2 Power Patron. They either ash the Power Patron, but that they only can respond to this, and then it blows up their field, and then hopefully you have like Medius or something else to allow you to play, right? So Black Rose is just like one of my favorite cards. And then the obvious level 8 that we all have to play is the Omega. You essentially can go full combo and get a double hand rip every single time. It's okay if you don't, but like if you're going Omega and you're hand ripping them after they have already like hand trapped you a little bit, they're just starting down too many cards. If you go into Omega, you already have your Crystal Wing up, you probably have Chaos Angel up, and you're pretty like set moving forward. You're probably going to win the duel because you're going to get Tania out and then hand rip them again. So they just lose all card advantage when you get this guy out. So that is essentially the full like engine and the full extra deck. The biggest thing that I struggle with is the side. I do love Pot of Sloth. I don't know if it's great in this deck specifically with how it's built, but I do love running this at 3 because Pot of Sloth and Harmonia together are insane. I've had a few duels where I've gotten Pot of Sloth, then Harmonia. They try to negate something with one of their monsters. I go Harmonia, I let their negate go through, I pop another one of their monsters, send Golden, and then bounce another one. So like Harmonia as a board breaker is just so good. And then I'm big on Charmies right now, so I do like running another 3 Charmies. This could be 5. Honestly, experimented a little bit with running 4, 5 in the main. So running 2 of these in the main and then nothing in the side. But right now I'm doing 3 and 3. It's a lot of drawing power. I think this card is too good not to play, but I really think I need to like play more breakers with it, which like obviously Duster is one of the cards that I'll play in the side. I didn't play this card for the longest time, and then all of a sudden I decided, you know what, I'm gonna play it, and it's lived in my side deck since. Like it's just too good. So these are kind of like my standard cards that I kind of try to keep in the side, and then the rest right now, like I think people really are disrespecting Nibiru. So like I'm a big fan of running like a double Nibiru, or even like figuring out how to put Nib in the main, because people are just disrespecting it left and right, and it's just really good. Ghost Bell, like I said, we can run 2 of these. It's good against some matchups, not great against others, but we have room to put more hand traps in. And then the obvious one is double Droll. Droll just beats too many decks. And then where I kind of struggle is I kind of really want to put in board breakers here, but also I kind of need going first cards. Like, because going first, I'm going to side these 3 out, right? So I'm going to side these 3 out, and I don't really have anything to put in. So I've been playing with a Talents and a Judgment. So like my siding pattern, it's a little wonky right now, but I essentially like to take out these 3 going first. Obviously I leave all of the other non-engine in, and then I go side Talents, Solemn, and then the 3rd spot is usually another hand trap. I've experimented with this before with running Pot of Sloth as the 3rd spot, and it's just like a 1 of 1. I'm just experimenting with that 3rd spot, you know what I mean? Chess engine is weak to the current meta. I mean, you're not wrong, Matt. I just really enjoy this build. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely weak to the current meta. I think it gets a little bit better depending on what the ban list is. I do think the best build for Elfnotes right now is the branded version. I will be playing in September pure. These 3 traps will be the synchro traps. So we'll just see, like as of right now, which that opens up 5 spots, you know what I mean? It opens up 5 spots. We get 3 synchros, and then we could potentially put, depending on what it's, Jet Synchron and like a couple other things. It'll change up a little bit, but right now, this is just like the most fun I have with the deck. deck. One of my favorite plays in this deck is going Witness after Null Gainer, getting out the token, and then going into Chaos Angel, and then just continue to play. I just love the fact that this is a free Chaos Angel, and it's like one of my favorites. Back to the side, I don't know how I would change this up. I would love to put more board breakers in here, but also like, I think one of the biggest things with this deck is hand traps definitely help everything. And then obviously the spell and the trap, if you have a dead hand trap like a Veiler, you can send it for cost and then special something out and then continue to play. So I don't know, I'm kind of up in the air with how things are looking. If anything, if I were to change any of the non-engine up, it would probably be these 4 cards. I think these 9 are kind of set. I mean, maybe even put 2 Harmonia in instead of 3, but I think Harmonia is kind of a must. I might change this to the pack bit. I'm not sure, but essentially once I get into a different build, the things that are going to stay for sure, Dawn Dragster, I'll probably keep the Black Rose, definitely the Omega, the Chaos Angel, the Golden, and then probably the Crystal Wing. And then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spots open. And yeah, so this is the build that I would play. This actually, I'll do this build this week. I'll do this build. I'm going to Bear Cave tomorrow. So even with this side, that's kind of wonky a little bit. I'll play with this side as well and this and see how I do instead of the 3 pots. Okay, let's do it. I'll take out the pots and we'll go Bestial, Magna Hut, and then you said 2 DD Crow. Let me look. DD Crow is one of my favorites. All right, so let's change this up. We'll put the spells up front. We'll go triple Perulia, double Nib. So it's just heavy hand traps. This is probably the heaviest hand trap side that I've done, but I do love DD Crow. So we'll run double DD Crow, the 1 Bestial, double Droll is just a must, the double Bell, the double Nib, triple Perulia, and then my 2 going first plus whatever, probably side out the 3rd for the Bestial, and we're good to go. I think this is a good side deck, actually. I kind of like it. I'm kind of just like, when I get a card in my mind that I really, really like, kind of stick to it too much, and I love Pot of Sloth. I think it's one of the best cards that they've made in a long time. I think it's going to get banned, if not limited. It's just too good of a card. I just think it's better in a deck that has board breakers and can go into boards a little bit better than us. But overall, I think this is the list that I will play this week. Tobias, have you tested Chess Engine only with Witness and 1 King? That's not a bad idea. Just the Witness and 1 King. So we get that draw 1. That's not a bad idea. That's actually really not a bad idea at all. Wait, let me save the deck. So you're saying take out, 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 leave that. 1 Witness. Do we leave the Null Gainer and this in? Okay. And then now so definitely Croc. We go Croc. And then what are our last 2 that you would want to put in? And then we have 4 non-engine. I mean, we could even main some cards that are pretty good. It's a lot of non-engine. Honestly, I would probably go 1 more of these, go another 1 of these, and then we have 3, and we could probably main Stardust package. So you're saying like the Excel Synchron and the Stardust? You're saying like this. Those are the last 3 spots. I kind of like how this looks. What are the 3? Maybe, wait, what if we were to do this? I kind of like 6 Charmies in the main. That's kind of crazy. Gives you 6 to side out. Maybe there are better picks. I like them. Few options like Excel. Yeah, I definitely think Excel would be pretty good. I do like Excel. What about a level 10? Yeah, B2B. Can B2B, but what would we take out? We get rid of the Altamaya. We can get rid of this and put B2B in. This is interesting. It's like a pure build with a little chess splash. I kind of like it. It's an interesting take. What would our last 3 spots be for the side? Do you mean a second welcome home in the main or in the side? Side in a second, like going first? That could be our 3rd going first card, you know what I mean? Over Vidolium, not a bad idea. I do like welcome home a lot, especially Master Duel. The thing with it in the TCG is like, I have recycled it a bunch before with this guy. Maybe we go 1 Vidolium in the side, and then we try welcome home at 2. So we still have what? This is 23 engine and then 17 non-engine. I kind of like it. The Charmies, I'm 50-50 on running 6. I do like the look of 6 Charmies in the main, but I'm unsure. We're going hand trap heavy. Let me get my binder. I have all my stuff. Ogre, Veiler. Do we go Lava Golems? I will say I did run Retaliating Sea in the side, and Retaliating Sea is definitely a winner for me at the regional. For the Droll Perulia debate, I feel like my locals that I've been playing at play a lot of decks that play a round roll really easily, and then that's our side. We have our 3 going first cards, and then we have 12 side deck cards that can kind of hit anything. I don't know. It's kind of, I feel like the side is kind of a mess. And honestly, I kind of really like this build right here. It's definitely way more of a pure variant, which is sick. This little build is kind of nice. I'm up in the air, so I'm going to save this deck. So this one and this one are the 2 builds that I'm thinking of playing. This is more of like a true chess build, and then this would be more of a pure build. And I kind of like it. We're doing the second Welcome Home instead of the second Vidolium. And yeah, I think this looks pretty solid. 2 or 3 Village, no need for Metaverse. Gives you an opening to play quick plays like Super Poly. You're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong with that. I do love Secret Village. Do we just go 3 Secret Village? We take out the Vidolium and put 3 Secret Village in? I like Warning a lot too. Maybe I take out the Vidolium and the Lava Golems, and then going first, depending on the play, this is how we go. So we have essentially 5 going first cards, potentially, depending on our build, like who we're playing against. If we don't need to side in Secret Village, we go 1, 2, 3. If we side in Secret Village, we take out these 3, or we got 6 cards we can take out. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, we're perfect. Going first, that's our 6. We go 3 Secret Village, go into Magna Hut, Solomon Talents. Going second, we're pretty golden. I kind of forgot about the 6 Charmy side out. These are 6 going first cards. Warnings kind of destroy Cool Tunes. They synchro, and then you just go Warning, and then they don't get any of the follow-up, which is really nice. Okay, let's do that. So let's take out the secrets. We still have our 3 going first cards. Do we go Warning? Double Warning for 2 more going first cards? So then what is our last going first card? Our last going first card should be Acquisition or Accusation, or however you say that, is a good idea. So a 4-card Solemn package. This is our going first. Kind of want this at 2 though, but I like this hand trap lineup. I want to leave Nib in. Like, I keep looking at Nib and thinking of taking it out, but I want to leave Nib in because too many people disrespect it. Like, so many people aren't playing under or through Nib. There's so many like choke points that people are playing into and just disregarding Nib altogether. Like with this deck and everything, I really play hard into having ways to out Nib. Nib is like the card that I kind of respect the most because it's kind of auto lose if you don't. So I'm just trying to think, what should we do? I guess, I don't know. I'm 50-50 on this side, but I do like where we've gotten to with this list. Matt, you think I should just like chill with this, go with it from there? Like, I think this looks pretty solid. I honestly never thought I'd have an extra deck with just 1 king. So it's kind of interesting to me. This is what we're going to do. Okay, so those were our 2 builds for this week. I think I'm going to like heavy lean into this Cool Tune B2B build. I know it's way more pure with a little bit of the chess stuff in it. I kind of want to figure out how to keep the Ultimaya in so I can cheat out the Crystal Wing. But also, I'm really liking this M board. Like, here's a picture of an M board that I just did that I think is really good. I think this has a lot of upside, but we'll see it. Tomorrow I'll decide whether or not I'll go full chess or if I'm going to go more of this like B2B with like the croc and everything. So we'll see. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope you guys got a lot out of it. I really enjoyed today's stream, and I think I'm going to do that every single Monday. Obviously, if I have work on a Monday, I'll just move it to Tuesday. So it all depends on my work schedule, but I think I'm going to do more of those streams just like that. It was great talking to people in the stream and like building this deck with them. So I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a great Monday, and hope you guys have a great rest of your week. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.